Good. Good. Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to the annual Trailblazer ceremony. I am Tanisha Stevens, Vice Chancellor for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and it is my pleasure to join in the celebration today. The Trailblazer Award recognizes women who have blazed a trail and is designed to honor the exceptional vision, leadership, and talents of the recipients. The 2024 Trailblazers represent women whose extraordinary lives have contributed greatly to the advancement and advocacy of others, not only here at the university, but also in the greater communities in which they serve. It is my honor to be amongst such dynamic women today. It also now is my pleasure to introduce our mistress of ceremony for today, Dr. Katie Mike Smashtrala. Yes. A 2022 Trailblazer herself, Katie Mike serves as the University Sustainability Coordinator and has experience implementing a number of environmental and community projects. Her work allows her to practice her technical expertise and theoretical background in circular economies, climate science, communication strategies, and community building. Katie Mike is also an UMSL alum, receiving her doctorate with research focusing specifically on meaning making and change making processes. As an educator, she stresses the importance of civic engagement and practices what she preaches by serving on several local nonprofit boards. When she isn't busy as a chronic volunteer, businesswoman, and dog mom, you'll find her in her yoga studio or UMSL community garden, which she found in 2015. Please join me in welcoming Katie Mike.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our 2024 UMSL Trailblazer ceremony, celebrating women who have worked to forge new pathways for women who have contributed significantly to our campus community. Ladies and gentlemen, since 1995, this event has honored women who continue to blaze trails. To begin our ceremony, we want to take the time to honor our previous trailblazers. Will the former trailblazers from previous years please stand so that we can recognize you now? So are there trailblazers? Thank you. After all of that, I think it's important to ask, what is a trailblazer? A trailblazer is someone who doesn't follow the beaten path, they create it. They challenge norms, break barriers, and champion causes that resonate with the core values of equity, justice, and empowerment. Each trailblazer is a testament to resilience, determination, and the unwavering belief that one person can indeed make a significant impact. This is true of the trailblazers that just stood before you, as well as those waiting to be recognized. And we look forward to rewarding them and recognizing them for their service today. Next, we'll hear a few words from one of our very own trailblazers, and it is Dr. Stevens will tell us more about Dr. Sobolik, who is not able to attend tonight. So I'll go ahead and turn it back to Dr. Stevens here to explain more.
So unfortunately, the chancellor is under the weather, but it was very important for me to be able to share with this year's recipients greetings on her behalf. So to the audience, I'm honored to be with you in lieu of Dr. Sobolik as we celebrate this year's cohort of women faculty, staff, students, and alumni who throughout their lives and careers have embraced the role of advocate by rolling up their sleeves and going to work on behalf of the people, causes, programs, and initiatives that they believe were right and just for all. The women we honor today are taking their place among over 150 previous awardees. Each woman exemplifies a story about service and contribution to community and society. And as we look at the women that have been recognized by UMSL over these last 29 years, each has fought and are still fighting for equality, justice, and those who are overlooked and often voiceless in our world. UMSL's gallery of women trailblazers have served in courtrooms, in Congress, in classrooms, in houses of worship, and in houses of healing. They are as diverse in their contributions as they are in their skills and desires to make a difference. Chancellor Soblick, as well as myself, are proud to have been honored among them last year. So while we share personal joy and celebrate this year's honorees, I also know that your work will go on and on. We will hear much more from you. We will continue to learn from you and be inspired by your accomplishments. So as Chancellor Soblick writes, UMSL is fortunate to have each of you as a member of our community. Congratulations.
Thanks, Tanisha, and thank you, Chancellor, for that. Before we begin to award this year's Trailblazers, we will hear a few words from our highly anticipated keynote speaker. So Risa Rawlings, a seasoned leader and consultant in St. Louis nonprofits since 2004, brings over 20 years of expertise in cultural competence, stigma reduction, and integrated healthcare and youth development. Known for her authentic and contagious passion, she serves as the interim CEO for the Regional Health Commission, working towards zero health disparities through community and system partnerships. With a commitment to dismantling unjust factors, she centers communities facing disproportionate health and social challenges. So Ms. Rawlings, Loyola University graduate, but also now a current PhD student at the University of Missouri St. Louis, has served in numerous positions here at UMSL, and we are proud to welcome her to the stage. Please welcome Risa.
Hello. Happy spring, according to the calendar, if not the forecast. Right, I'm so excited to be before you today. Happy Women's History Month. Someone take a little liberty because they gave me a mic, y'all. One of my favorite poets, Maya Angelou, y'all have all heard the poem Phenomenal Women. We have an opportunity to celebrate some phenomenal women that are walking amongst us, that have blazed trails and continue to create opportunity and inspiration for those who follow. But I also want to take a few moments to celebrate all of the phenomenal women. Sorry, gentlemen. It's our month. the phenomenal women that are in the room with us today, because I want to acknowledge that even if you're not receiving an award today, your contributions and the folks that you don't even know that are watching you, we celebrate and thank you. I love that we get to give flowers. So I want to give a few flowers to you as well today before we honor our honorees. And I just want to give flowers in terms of the words from Maya Angelou. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size, but when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my steps, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and no, to a man, the fellows stand or fall down to their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eyes and the flash of my teeth, the swing of my waist and the joy in my feet. I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breast, the grace of my style. I am a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. So now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need for my care, because I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. That's we. All right. So hello again, beautiful people. Good afternoon and welcome to the University of Missouri St. Louis's 2024 Women Trailblazers Award Ceremony. Special thank you to Dr. Tanisha Stevens and for the team in the Office of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and for everyone who had a part in making today possible to celebrate the phenomenal women that walk among us. It's a wonderful privilege. I consider it a wonderful privilege to participate in this beautiful tradition. See, I believe in giving flowers while we're still yet among the living, right? So to honor all that they have accomplished and to serve as that motivation and that inspiration as you continue to forge new pathways and transform UMSL and the greater St. Louis community for years to come. So again, to those of you who have been honored in the past, kudos, shout out to you. To those of you who are being honored today, again, shout out to you. So the theme of this year's award ceremony is Women Who Advocate for All. So simply defined, an advocate is a person who supports or promotes the interests of a particular group or cause. Okay. So I'm sitting with this, and so I can remember my earliest recollections it's like advocacy is in my DNA. It's wired in my DNA. Whether it was me defending my pre-K little sister who had climbed up on the counter to enjoy spoonfuls of sweet bliss from the sugar bowl so she wouldn't get punished, or from the time when I was in high school and had an opportunity to meet before the school board to advocate with my fellow DSEG students for accommodations so we could have some place just to eat and do homework before the concert or the track meet or the basketball game or whatever it was that we were engaging in. It was impossible for us to make round trips between school and home. And so we knew we needed to do something. And so the advocacy was just, it was kind of there, right? That orientation, it doesn't go away. That's why I'm like, it's in the DNA. But as I was thinking about how that continues to motivate and inspire me, I thought about my current pursuit here at UMSL, pursuing my PhD in one of the best PhD programs. I might be a little bit biased, but it really is what spurs my advocacy. It spurs my work as the interim CEO for the St. Louis Regional Health Commission, fighting for justice and equity and access, experience, and outcomes for those who have historically and systemically been marginalized. But as I was preparing remarks for today's program and centering around what are the characteristics that bring someone to that type of service, that creates an advocate, it's not just the advocacy, though, as I'm thinking about today. While it's meaningful, I don't think it tells the full story. So then I started to reflect a little bit more deeply and consider the various identities that I hold. And I paused because, again, the theme is women who advocate for all. And so I said, I'm going to stop, I'm going to hold, and I'm going to pause to feel the weight and the impact of what it means for me in my identity as a woman. And as I began to stop and I began to feel, the things that came top of mind for me were strength, grace, creativity, resourcefulness, compassion, tenacity. Those are the characteristics that came top of mind. When I think about what it means for me to be a woman, that's what it means to me. And so I encourage you to also think about, what does it mean? What does it bring up when you think about your identity as a woman? Now apply that lens, whatever that means, whatever feelings that evokes, to your practice of advocacy. Because the sheroes we honor today, yes, they do support or promote the interests of a particular group or cause, but they do so with the full weight and beauty of their identity as women and all of the superpowers that comes with it. Women who advocate for all. So as we prepare to celebrate our 2024 UMSL Trailblazers, I want to invoke the words of 3 of my sheroes as an encouragement and as a call to action for women who advocate for all. And so I will, before sharing that, just really brief biography synopses that you could literally find on biography.com. So check my sources. I just want to make sure. No plagiarism here. Okay. So the first one that I want to highlight is the Shirley Chisholm. And I'm sure y'all know who she is, but for those who need a refresher, I'll just share a little snippet. Shirley Anita St. Hill Chisholm was the first African-American woman in Congress in 1968, and the first woman and African-American to seek the nomination for president of the United States from one of the 2 major political parties in 1972. Her motto and the title of her autobiography, Unbought and Unbossed, illustrates her outspoken advocacy for women and minorities during her 7 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives. And the words that I want to invoke from Shirley Chisholm, I want to be remembered as a woman who dared to be a catalyst of change. I encourage you to lean into your womanhood. Feel the weight, the impact, the beauty of your identity, and allow it to inform how you show up and activate in your communities of influence. Regard your identities as an asset, because the way that we're socialized, often we see it as a deficit and we show up different because there are different expectations, rather than leaning into feeling and activating the power that our identity brings in who we are called and designed to be as advocates in the work that we do. So lean in, Shiro. The second person is Ida B. Wells. So Ida B. Wells Barnett was a prominent journalist, y'all have heard of her, activist, researcher in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. In her lifetime, she battled sexism, racism, and violence. Sound familiar to some of us in this room. As a skilled writer, Wells Barnett also used her skills as a journalist to shed light on the conditions of African Americans throughout the South. And the words that I would like to highlight from Ida B. Wells is, the way to right wrongs is to turn the light of truth upon them. Advocacy requires truth-telling. We don't address what we won't name. So I encourage you in your journey as you continue to be advocates, to allow your light, the light of the truth, to shine. And I say this with full knowledge of the risk that often comes with speaking uncomfortable truths. And this is the work that I have chosen to do in my day-to-day, is to speak those uncomfortable truths. But per adventure, when you are advocating and speaking those truths, there will be those who will hear and who will come alongside because they'll see the light and they'll come to the light and the light will become greater. And in that effort and in our commitment, our dogged commitment to shedding light and to speaking that truth, we'll have more impact than we can immediately know. So she rose, keep shining. And then the third and final shero that I'd like to bring before you is Audre Lorde. She's a poet and author. She used her writing to shine light on her experience of the world as a Black lesbian woman and later as a mother and person suffering from cancer. She was a prominent member of the women's and LGBTQ rights movements. Her writings called attention to the multifaceted nature of identity and the ways in which people from different walks of life could grow stronger together. And she says, what we must do is commit ourselves to some future that can include each other and to work toward that future with the particular strengths of our individual identities. For all of us, for me, let me use my I voice. it is really easy for me to focus my time, my talent, and my treasure on the interests or causes that directly impact me. It hits close to home. I feel it. I see how it impacts my children. And so those are the things that I pay attention to. Those are the ways in which I choose to volunteer and to give my time and to share my advocacy. But what if we were to look up and look out? What could we accomplish by imagining a future where we all prosper? What would happen when we individually decided to use our individual gifts in a collective fashion? If we all chose to use our individual strengths and identities to collective benefit, what could we do? What mountains could we move? What trails could we blaze? And so I encourage you, as you receive these awards today and as we all go out into the world and do amazing things, to continue to share your identity, your individual unique talents and gifts for collective benefit, to continue to shine your light so others can see the light and that they can join in the cause, and to lean in to your identity as a woman and what that means to you. Congratulations to our esteemed honorees in each of your respective areas of service. As I looked at the list of folks and I looked at all the various multiple things, it was exciting to me because we're not just in one space. We're not just doing one thing. We have the Honors College. We have folks who are doing the arts and the joy and the beauty of expression. We have folks in nursing, you know, that's near and dear to my heart with the Regional Health Commission. We have a student, that gets me really excited too, right, who is going off. Yeah, we're gonna send her positive vibes. She's gonna go to Kansas City, but she's coming back because we need dentists in St. Louis. Facts, right. So, but just congratulations to each of you for the work that you're doing. You embody the characteristics of women who advocate for all. And I want to encourage you to continue to lean into that and as we celebrate you today. So thank you. Thank you for your service to UMSL and to the greater community. And congratulations on joining the ranks of the esteemed women trailblazers who make us all UMSL proud.
Thank you, Ms. Rawlings. We are all encouraged by your address and that call to consider the entire weight of our identity as we advocate for collective benefit. That is beautiful. Can we get another round of applause for Lisa Rawlings? On behalf of the Planning Committee and the audience, I thank you for joining us today as we honor these phenomenal individuals and trailblazers today. So honored guests, we will now move into the presentation of our 2024 University of Missouri St. Louis Trailblazers. Honored elected officials, colleagues, and guests, it is with great pleasure that I present 6 women who are truly trailblazers. I will announce each of the trailblazers and ask them to come forward. After I share a few highlights about each awardee, Dr. Stevens will then present the Trailblazer Award and allow each honoree to share a few words. So, first up, we have Dr. Kimberly Baldus. So, Kim Baldus is the Associate Dean of the Honors College and has served as an honors faculty member teaching literature and composition courses since 1997. She has led the development of the Honors College First Year Experience, FYE, courses, its living and learning community, and its peer mentor program. Beyond her work in the Honors College, Dr. Baldus has been proud to serve the UMSL community through roles such as chairing the Affordable and Open Education Resources Committee and the Teaching Effectiveness Task Force. Her commitment to innovation and advocacy truly sets her apart, making her a well-deserving recipient of this prestigious accolade. So a few words from her nomination. We'll go ahead and have you come on up, Kim. So let me read what everybody said about her. So, quote, Whether it be this year's official theme of advocating for all students via her work in peer mentoring, undergraduate research, affordable textbooks, and a new improved understanding of cultural diversity, or for faculty via her work with teaching effectiveness and student evaluations, I believe that she's an exceptional candidate and highly deserving of this year's Women Trailblazer Award. I am proud to count her as a colleague and friend. So please help me in congratulating.
Thank you all. I am deeply grateful for my colleagues who took the time to nominate me for this award. Their support for me means everything, as does the wonderful encouragement I've received from colleagues and students since the award was announced. Truthfully, though, considering myself a trailblazer seems like quite a daunting proposition. It's certainly difficult for my Midwestern ingrained humility to contemplate here. However, this year's theme of advocating for others' well-being and achievement feels particularly meaningful and absolutely essential to how I have always tried to shape my own interactions at UMSL. My first UMSL experience of women who advocated and supported others occurred when I started here as an adjunct faculty member in honors in English. I had recently received my PhD and I was pregnant with my first son, who arrived early, but kindly waited to arrive until after final grades had been submitted. So in those early years, as a part-time faculty and new mother, I felt welcomed, valued, and assured of an enthusiastic and unwavering support, especially from two women who were in leadership roles at the time, Nancy Gleason in honors and Jane Williamson in English. Their advocacy came in many forms, some big, some really simple, but all incredibly meaningful to me. After some years as an adjunct, I was thrilled to get a full-time spot in honors, and several months into this new role, second son arrived 13 weeks early. The many words and actions of support from UMSL faculty, supervisors, and students were a critical lifeline for me as my family endured some of the most difficult and terrifying days of our lives. Their many acts of advocacy helped me endure and ultimately created blueprints for the model of supporting others that I have tried to follow. In my last 2 decades at UMSL, I've been blessed with some truly exceptional mentors whose leadership moves I have shamelessly copied countless times. In particular, I want to acknowledge the deep gratitude I have for Birgit Knoll and Keita Holmes, two of the amazing UMSL women who have blazed trails for me and countless others. Through these years, I have also had many opportunities to experience the joy that advocating for others brings. Among the hundreds of students I have taught, among the many special peer mentors who have helped honors help other students, among the numerous honors alumni who continue to participate in our honors community, among the talented faculty who continually seek out ways to offer the very best education possible, and among the staff who every day perform amazing feats to keep our college and community running, I have been fortunate and proud to advocate for some pretty amazing people. Thank you all for providing this opportunity today for me to reflect on how much this advocacy has meant and continues to mean for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, it is my honor to tell you a little bit more about Maria A. Ellis. So Maria Ellis is a passionate music educator, the owner of Girl Conductor LLC, and serves as the artistic director of the Sheldon's All-Star Chorus, as well as the University of Missouri St. Louis Voices of Jubilation Ensemble. With a BM in music education and level 3 certification, Maria is sought after as a clinician and presenter nationwide. Currently pursuing her Master's of Arts degree in choral conducting at Webster University, Maria also hosts the award-winning radio show Bach and Beyonce and American Gospel with Maria A. Ellis on Classic 107.3. Maria's recent Carnegie Hall debut and prestigious awards, including the St. Louis Arts and Education 2023 Arts Innovator Award, highlight her outstanding contributions to the field. So a few words that her colleagues had to say about her. She is rocking the world of music and changing the way that gospel music is appreciated by the musical world. Her ability to build community in her rehearsals is transformational, and her inclusive practices set an extraordinary example for how UMSL interacts with the community it serves and celebrates. Please help me in congratulating Maria A. Ellis.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am indeed honored to be amongst all of you all. I'm so grateful to the University of Missouri St. Louis, to my fellow colleagues, and everyone who is here in this space today. Strength, courage, and determination and fearlessness is what it takes to be a trailblazer. And for a woman, it takes even more. We have to be twice as good or even better for us to get the same recognition as some of our male colleagues. However, we do so with grace and style, and I always do it in 5 or 6 inch heels. I am so grateful for this time. I'm thankful for the members of the Voices of Jubilation Gospel Choir. This gospel choir just started here on campus this September, and we've done some amazing things. But one thing that I really enjoy that we do is we've taken the ability to spread music education to all people of all ages. So not only am I able to teach music literacy to elementary, middle school, and high school, but we now offer an adult music literacy class. So there's adults who want to learn how to read music things, they can get that all in the course of our rehearsal. Being a leader is making sure that everybody has access. And when I was a student here at the university in 2013, I found myself in a world of music that I loved, but not really having the access because I didn't grow up listening to Bach and Beethoven. For in my house, we played Kirk Franklin and John P. Keat and the Mississippi Mass Choir. And those people were not part of my music education. And so what I decided to do upon graduation was find ways to incorporate gospel music and jazz and Beyonce into music literacy. And by doing so, I've been able to travel around the country and even work with people around the world on how we can make music literacy accessible to everybody. I am extremely honored to be up here today, and I'm extremely honored and proud of all that we women are doing to make not only the UMSL community, the St. Louis community, but to make the world a better place. I want to thank my husband and my daughter who are here, my mother, my sister, and my aunt who are here, the members of the Voices of Jubilation, and everybody who is here to support the work that we do. Continue to support us and be on the lookout for what we do in the future, because we have just gotten started. You all have an amazing day. Thank you so much again.
I am proud to announce next Dr. Channon Peoples. Dr. Peoples is the Executive Director of the UMSL Office of Pre-Collegiate Student Services. She feels extremely fortunate to be a part of the team dedicated to the educational empowerment and success of St. Louis area students and parents. Dr. Peoples counts it a privilege to serve others in the St. Louis community by providing the tools necessary for successful post-secondary enrollment and degree attainment. She believes that each of us possesses an incredible gift and unique abilities, and that hope, faith, a spirit of joy, optimism, and perseverance are keys to a productive life. Let me tell you what folks had to say about her. So, in honoring Dr. Peoples as a woman who advocates for all, we recognize not only her professional accomplishments, but also the profound impact she has had on the lives of countless individuals within the UMSL community. Her journey is a testament to the transformative power of advocacy, empowerment, and the unwavering belief in the potential of every person to contribute meaningfully to society. So please help me in congratulating Dr. Channon Peoples. Please come ahead.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm happy to be here today. I said to Dr. Stevens, I've been to a lot of these and just, many years you feel like a spectator, but I'm happy to be one of the honorees this year. So thank you again. So I want to just say I'm thankful to God who led me here, who set me on this path so many years. I say all the time, I had no idea what college access was, what college preparation, but so many years ago, God led me here, so I'm thankful to be here, and He sustains me daily. So I wanted to say that I am blessed to do purpose-driven work, mission-driven work that changes the lives. We have a mission here at UMSL, transforming lives, and I believe that we are afforded the opportunity to do that every day. And so we provide our students with not only the information that they need to empower their lives, to set the goals that they need to empower their lives, but also the tools. Let me stick to my script. I'm sorry. And students to write the vision for their lives and further provides them with the tools to live out their dreams. But when I fell into this work over 21 years ago as a volunteer, I had been laid off. And I came here as a volunteer, had no idea what I was doing with my life. I had no idea the number of lives that I would have the fortunate opportunity to inspire to college matriculation. We are proud as a department to have 100% of our students that achieve post-secondary success. We've been fortunate to engage nearly 45,000 students and families in ways that I'm confident will continue to transform our communities. These students are blazing trails of their own, both near and far, and we couldn't be more proud. So I can talk about the things that I've done, our team can talk about the things that they've done, but we are grateful to boast on the things that these students do. So we're proud to advocate, to continue to advocate for free programming. All of the things that we do, our services continue to be free for our students, and we advocate for our students to be able to come here and to be able to empower. Our motto is to engage, empower, and educate, and that's what we do each and every day with our students. I'm grateful to have worked at an institution that has supported this work for 38 years. Our one and only Black Chancellor, Marguerite Ross Barnett, founded this program 38 years ago. And we have Senator Rita Days that is here. She remembers this program when it was founded, and we are still standing on that foundation and continuing to provide that service in the St. Louis community, and we are grateful for that. So I want to say thank you to Dr. Tanisha Stevens, who's been a friend and mentor since I've been here, Myron Burr, who has, thank you for you and the committee that nominated me for this award. And I got to say to my PSS team, thank you all for the nomination. Sadie, Kirsten, Taylor, Kim, Michael, Lauren, I see Star here. I thank you all for always supporting me, always for pushing me. Thank you for the work that you all do daily. I say all the time, these are our recognitions, these are our awards. We do this work together because this is a testament to the work that we do daily and the lives that we are able to transform through each and every one of our programs. So I thank you all for being exceptional in each and every way. And I want to say thank you. What I'm most thankful for is my family. To my husband, Mike, thank you for loving me the way that you do and always being my constant. To my children, it's only 3 of the 6 that are here, Essence and Eris and Michael. You are the wind beneath my wings, my latest and greatest inspiration. We have 3 grandboys that are not here as well. I thank my mom for being here. My sister Brittany is here as well. Thank you all. And all of my colleagues who have become so near. I could not have walked this journey without you all. Some of my closest ones are here. I thank you all for being here with me today. We have walked this journey together. We have shouldered the challenges of what we do in education, and we've shared and celebrated in the victories, and I believe that we're going to continue to celebrate in those victories. So it's an honor to be spoken well of your peers and respected amongst your peers, and I thank you all again. So again, thank you for the recognition.
Thank you for your work, Shannon. All right, next, it is my honor to introduce Dr. Kimberly Werner. Dr. Kim Werner is Associate Professor and Associate Dean of Research at the College of Nursing. She's committed to advancing knowledge, fostering ethics, and promoting inclusivity within UMSL and the St. Louis community. Dr. Werner's nationally recognized research explores the biopsychosocial alterations associated with use disorder and roots across gender and race. In her leadership role as the principal investigator of the Tritons United grant, Dr. Werner delivers gender-based violence prevention and education programming for the UMSL community, showcasing her commitment to combating gender-based violence and promoting social justice. I might have missed a few things in that big word there, so forgive me for that. But let me tell you what folks had to say about her. A few words from her nomination. As you can clearly see, Dr. Kimberly Werner is an identifying female who advocates for all. Her work and her passion are the very definition of the Women Trailblazer Award recipient, provided by the UMSL's Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Dr. Werner has forged new pathways, improving the lives of UMSL students, faculty, and staff members, and has significantly advanced the university's greater campus and St. Louis metropolitan community through actions that exemplify what it is to be a beacon of hope, creating safe spaces for all, and transforming lives for good, while also pursuing excellence in education and evidence-based research practices. So please help me in congratulating Dr. Kim Werner.
Thanks. I'm going to try not to cry. I'm a very emotional person. I'm very deeply honored to receive this award and to be respected by my colleagues to nominate me. To be added to such an impressive sorority of trailblazers is truly overwhelming, and I apologize. I have been incredibly lucky to have amazing mentors throughout my life. From a young age, my parents instilled in me a strong sense of justice, persistence, and self-accountability, and always encouraged me to serve others. 16 years of Catholic education taught me to be disciplined, humble, and to have integrity in everything I do. In graduate school, Mike Griffin and Tara Golovsky guided me to becoming the researcher and educator that I am today, showing me how to ask tough questions while simultaneously supporting trauma survivors and advancing science. Kathy Buchholz at Washington University pushed me to demand more of myself, to let the data speak for itself, and to be a strong mentor for others. My colleagues challenged me to think like a nurse, a social worker, and a public health expert. I am so grateful for each of them. The trauma survivors who have shared their stories with me through the years have taught me more about grit, survivorship, and compassion than I could ever imagine. And finally, my husband and son inspire me every day to be kinder and a more patient person and to advocate for everyone, even myself. It is our responsibility as academics to be more, to hold our students to a high standard, to champion causes that matter, to investigate important questions, and to amplify the voices that are often marginalized and unheard. It is about being open to learning, standing up for what's right, even in the face of adversity, and never losing sight of the transformative power of education and hope. As a lifelong St. Louisan, I have deep roots that are invested in UMSL's success and mission to transform lives. I've experienced firsthand the impact of UMSL's graduates have had on St. Louis, blazing trails, yes, but more importantly, as the beating heart of our community. We have a daily opportunity to mold these students and inspire them to recognize and reach their potential. I have faith that UMSL will continue this commitment to champion diversity, equity, and inclusion, and create and foster a campus community that not only recognizes but celebrates the unique strengths and perspectives of every individual, even in the wake of those who want us to be quiet. Thank you for this honor, and I look forward to seeing what trails we can blaze together next. And thank you for your patience with my tears.
Thank you. It is next a great honor to introduce Dr. Patricia Zahn. So Patricia Zahn is the UMSL Director of Community Engagement and Outreach, and she brings decades of experience in education and nonprofits. Supporting the Des Lee Collaborative Vision, she has strengthened community engagement efforts, chaired the UMSL Association for Women Faculty and Staff, and led initiatives like the Community Engaged Research Workshop Series. Dr. Zahn spearheads the Civic Engagement Coalition, ensuring voter registration, access, and civic learning opportunities, earning UMSL recognition as an all-in for democracy higher education leader for 7 years. As a proud UMSL alumna, Patricia's impactful leadership extends to the United Way Women's Leadership Society and 12 years on the Afton School District Board of Education. A few words from her nomination. Patricia is the epitome of advocating for all, from orchestrating the university's commitment to the UMSL Month of Community Giving through the United Way of Greater St. Louis, to her work creating spaces for leadership development for women, to her work as a member of the Afton School Board. Patricia gives her time and her talent to the advancement and betterment of all here at the university, as well as in the greater community that she serves. For the paths that she has already forged and the ones that lie ahead, her fearlessness, persistence, and curiosity make her beyond deserving of the 2024 Trailblazer Award. Please join me in congratulating Dr.
Wow, this is really great. It's wonderful to be in this room with all of you and this amazing group of people and my fellow Trailblazers. Really grateful today and feeling very blessed. I'm feeling that so intently. I can hardly believe that I'm being honored with all of these extraordinary women and all of you. It's really awkward for me to be here today because I'm never on the receiving end of these things. I'm usually writing the letters of nomination and I'm participating in selection committees and I'm helping give recognition. I love to celebrate the great things that other people are doing and the good work taking place that make our communities stronger and better places for everyone. So when I got the email that I was receiving this honor, I actually thought for a moment that maybe the message was for somebody else. I know, that's kind of funny. And I did respond and I said, "Are you sure this is for me?" But then I was asked to write a short bio. Is this gonna stay down for me? Okay, it's gonna stay there. I'm kind of short. Anyway, so I was asked for a short bio, and that gave me a chance to reflect on several accomplishments throughout the years. And I'm really proud of the work that I've done and continue to do in partnership with many people in this room, and you all know who you are, and then throughout the entire campus and our St. Louis community. Honoring women who blaze trails at UMSL and in the greater community that we serve, this Trailblazer Award is presented again to women who have worked to forge new pathways for women, as well as women who've contributed significantly to UMSL and the greater St. Louis community. So thinking about the award, one of the things that I recognized is that I'm a go-to person. When someone has a great idea or sees a need, they come to me. And that's really a responsibility and an honor for me. I talk to them, we talk things out, and I provide guidance and I help others see what's possible. As a result, I have been part of creating several very meaningful and effective programs and collaborations, and you'll see some of them written in the bio. And I'm really honored that I can be a trusted guide and partner as we create new pathways, and together we're transforming lives. So in closing, I want to be brief. Let me say how appreciative I am for being appreciated. Let's continue to blaze trails together on our campus, in our community, to develop more vibrant, inviting, and supported places that we can live and work. And I also really need to say thank you to, all of you, like I said, but my family who is here. I have my mom here, and my sister and brother-in-law, and my husband and my son are here to celebrate today as well. And I'm really grateful for them and for all of the opportunity that I've had here at UMSL in the years that I've been here. So thank you all.
But certainly not least, I am honored to recognize Nora Stith, who you've heard a little bit about already. So as you know, Nora is soon to attend the UMKC School of Dentistry, and she stands out as a dedicated advocate for UMSL students and individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Actively engaged in the Pierre Laclede Honors College, Nora serves on the Student Mentor Advisory and Recruitment Team, excelling as a peer mentor in the Opportunity Scholars Program. Demonstrating her leadership prowess, she has held various roles in student organizations, including the Pre-Dental Society, Biological Society, UMSL Sustainability, and the co-ed service fraternity Alpha Phi Omega. Nora's commitments extend beyond campus, volunteering with the St. Louis ARC, leading a book club, and contributing to the special needs facilitator at Fairmont Elementary School, embodying a spirit of empowerment and community building. I can't wait to read this. So what her nomination, some direct quote says, all of these accolades and service to the university paints only a partial picture of what Nora has meant to the Honors College and UMSL. Nora is something of an iceberg. The recognition she has received is only for the 10% of what she does that is visible. There is 90% that is not. As I left the office today, Nora was stuffing envelopes for the OSP interviewers so that they would be ready on Saturday. It might snow tomorrow, complicating preparations, so she was sticking around to help. Let me emphasize that she was helping out. She was not on the clock. She just thought that she could be helpful. That defines Nora and her time at UMSL. She has always been around to help out. Whether it is leading campus organizations or stuffing envelopes, she is there in whatever way the Honors College or the university in general needs. Thank you, Nora. Please join me in congratulating us.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what am I? Hi, Tyler. Oh gosh. Okay, now I'm sitting here. Okay. Gosh. Okay, let me take a breath. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so honored and deeply humbled to stand before you today as a recipient of this prestigious award celebrating women who advocate for all. Thank you to the organizers of this award for their dedication to honoring the vital work of women advocates and for providing a platform to celebrate our collective achievements. Your recognition reaffirms the importance of advocacy in effecting positive change and inspires us to continue our efforts with renewed determination and purpose. As I accept this award, I am honored to be surrounded by the incredible company I find myself in, among fellow recipients whose dedication and impact have left a lasting impact on our college campus, communities, and beyond. Each of you embodies a spirit of advocacy in your own unique way, and I am deeply inspired by your commitment, courage, and compassion. I share this award with each and every one of you, and I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to stand among such remarkable women who are making a difference in the world. I want to express my gratitude to my mentors, my colleagues, trying to find them in the crowd, my family, and friends, oh gosh, who have supported me and encouraged me. don't know, I'm getting emotional. Your unwavering belief in me, your guidance and your encouragement have been my greatest sources of strength. And I'm deeply grateful for your love and support. To my parents, thank you for always being my advocate and for your unconditional love. To my sisters, one of them can't be there because she's in high school, but to my sister back there, she's in optometry school, she's awesome, and my friends over there, oh gosh. I love you, and I am so grateful for everything you have done over the years. I can't wait to see what you will accomplish. And I want to express a huge thank you to the people at Honors, Dan, Kim, Audrey, Rob, if he's in here, Ed, Colin, I don't know where you went. You know who you are. To my teachers, to the health professionals in my life who have urged me to continue in my journey into a career into healthcare. All of these people are my advocates, and I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for this incredible honor. Let us continue to advocate, inspire, and make a difference in the lives of others, knowing that together we have the power to create a more just and inclusive world for all. Thank you again.
Yeah, one more round of applause. That is so touching. And I think that's one of the things that we get to witness today is these women acknowledging those that have helped them or that have supported them in their journey. And even the emotion that comes through, that is truly what Risa Rawlings was talking about when she said, bringing the entirety of our identity to our advocacy work. So thank you to all of the awardees. Thank you, Teresa, for setting that stage. Thank you for those words. And as we conclude this inspiring event celebrating the remarkable achievements of our 2024 UMSL Women Trailblazers, we reflect on the theme that unites all of these phenomenal individuals, celebrating women who advocate for all. Each honoree embodies this through their unwavering commitment to empowerment, inclusivity, and positive change, powerful change. Today, we've witnessed this transformative impact that these trailblazers have on our UMSL community, inspiring us all to advocate, to go out and create a more equitable and inclusive future. Let their stories resonate, their words motivate, and propel us forward as we continue to champion the spirit of advocacy for all. Thank you for joining us in celebrating these phenomenal women who embody the true essence of trailblazing. Thank you.
All righty. Let us also give a round of applause for Katie Mike. And so that concludes our presentation. We ask that you, if you have an opportunity, to come and congratulate the Trailblazers, as well as there is a small reception outside. From me to all of you, as was stated, continue to be who you are, continue the work and the great fight that you have created, and as the rest of us watch and continue your path. So congratulations once again to our 2024 Trailblazers. Thank you all for coming.